Hi, I'm Mike Litton, and this is your market update. Just some real quick reminder, real quick review. These are numbers from last month, obviously. New listings were down, sales were down, median home price was up, 949,000, up 9.7%. And this is again year over year numbers, right? So December of last year to December of the previous year. Average sales price was up, percentage of price received was up, 98.6%, not bad. And then housing affordability was down, right? We talked about that last week in terms of reflection of interest rates. Months of supply actually went up to 3.6%. That's about to change, so you're going to see that potentially change next month. And we'll talk about that in a minute. This is what interest rates look like for the last 50 years. This is what they look like for the last year. This is the current one and the current rate chart. That's a 3-month chart. And then what I wanted to highlight to this week was the weekly snapshot. Last week we talked about consumer confidence. We talked about consumer sentiment, that kind of thing, right? We saw a real reaction to it this week. So 2880 homes on the market currently active versus 2877. This is in the county of San Diego, countywide. 654 new listings versus 587. So new listings are up 11.4% in 1 week. 11.4% up in 1 week. Well, then why are the number of houses on the market almost exactly the same? There's only a difference of 3. The reason is this: 1,972 pendings versus 1,718 last week. We had a 12.9% increase in pendings. Now remember, pendings are houses on the market. Somebody brings in an offer, that seller accepts that offer, we're now in escrow. That's considered a pending. So it's progress, right? The market is progressing. We're starting to see the market sort of wake up a little bit. I don't want to say it's taking off, but it's waking up a bit. 12.9% in a week is a big deal. That's a big, big number. And it's partly because Fannie Mae came out, we talked about consumer sentiment last week. Those numbers were off the charts. Fannie Mae came out this week and said that they expect interest rates to be at the national average to be at 5.5% at the end of the year. That puts us at about 4.5% here. So 30-year fixed for FHA VA, roughly it'll be about 4.5 to 4.75. That's very, very good for our market, considering we're all about affordability here in San Diego. So consumer sentiment we talked about last week was up big time, right? Absolutely up big time. Up 13.7%, up 7.3% year over year, and up 18.3%. Expectations, what the consumer is expecting to happen, is up 12.3% in a month. 12.3% a month, up 18.7% in a year over year. Remember, up 7.3% in terms of conditions, but up 23%. Up 23% in a month. That's a big, big deal. Big deal. So it's very positive for the market, very positive for housing, that kind of thing. We talked last week that when there are experts on national television, on radio, that kind of thing, when they talk about the market, they talk about what's going on. They also want to be solution-based. And an idea of solution-based is a VA no down, no closing costs option, because down payments are a big deal here. Affordability is a big deal here. With FHA, all of it can be a gift. The down, the closing costs, and the reserves can all be a gift. So you literally can use an FHA mortgage. You don't have to have VA eligibility. You use an FHA mortgage and all of it can be a gift. So you can have zero out of your pocket. So don't forget the Fannie Mae 5% down. Also, the Mike Litton Experience. I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support with the Mike Litton Experience podcast. We just surpassed last night 25,000 listens. We're well over 10,000 downloads. It's really awesome. In the last few days, we've added a ton of listens and a ton of downloads. Thank you for your support. Don't forget we're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Litton Realty. You can follow us on all of those. And if you want to meet with me, go to calendly.com/REO760 and we'll get together and talk. We can get together by Zoom, we can talk by phone, the whole thing. It's a 30-minute free consultation, no obligation, just answer your questions, and there's no cost or any of that kind of thing for it. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.